What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about the two hottest chatterbaits on the market from Z-Man. This is the Evo Elite Minimax and, of course, the Baby Jack. I'm going to talk about the differences, which one would be better for you and your situation and your style of fishing. So I'm actually going to start by talking about the Minimax Evo Elite. So this right here, this is the redesigned version of the super popular Minimax. And they fixed a lot of the issues with the Minimax, and that being they upgraded the snap on this guy to a decoy egg snap. They replaced the traditional just like plain head with a nice detailed head with some eyes on it. Actually, this head is the exact head from the full-sized Evo Elite that came out. That's kind of more of like in like the jackhammer family. So that's a great looking head, much better snap. And then the hook, it looks pretty much the same. It's a super stout little 2/0 hook here. So I wanted to start with this one because this bait is probably the one I'd recommend to most of you guys. So if you just want the best downsized chatterbait, this is the one right here. Just get this, you're done. Let's talk about the Baby Jack. The Baby Jack, I think, is already pretty misunderstood on the market. So this thing had a lot of hype coming out, and of course, because everyone loves the jackhammer. I think a lot of people think because it's in the jackhammer family, they thought it was going to have a super like large thumping blade. It was going to act just like it, but have a smaller hook. I think this bait is pretty misunderstood. So as you can see here, that blade is very small, actually. It's the same size as the Evo Elite Minimax. It's actually a little bit thinner as well. The snap on this thing is actually smaller than the one on the Minimax as well. It's the same decoy egg snap though. It has the same beautiful head from the jackhammer, and then it actually has a lot of the weight from the head distributed down along the hook here, which makes for a really nice sleek head. And then of course you have your same hand-tied skirt, same thing on the Evo Elite Minimax as well. Same colors, everything like that is good. Everything's fine. Now the problem I've been seeing with people like writing reviews online, and actually with myself as well, is I took these out to the lake on my first day, just wanted to see what they would do. I have my medium heavy rod, I have 15-pound monofilament leader on there, tied to my braid, and I throw on the Evo Elite Minimax, throw it out there. It's exactly what I expect. Oh, perfect. Great. I have a perfect Minimax now. Okay, good. Then I cut that off, throw the Baby Jack on, and I'm like, it's not vibrating right away. It just is stalling out. It just doesn't look great. Something was weird, and I kind of dismissed it too. Then I saw some videos and some reviews saying how, the blade doesn't start up, whatever. And I thought, okay, it's kind of a bust. And then I was kind of thinking, because this hook is so much lighter wire. So this is like a medium wire. It's a 3/0 hook, as opposed to this guy right there. There's the Minimax and there's the Baby Jack. So the Minimax is a smaller hook, but it's way beefier. And the Baby Jack is a little bit larger hook, got more bite to it, but thinner wire. So this allows you to kind of still put on your full-size trailers. You can still put on full-size swim baits and just kind of like larger, kind of whatever trailer you're using beforehand, you can put on here. Whereas with the Minimax, you're gonna have to find a downsized trailer. But what I thought was, let me give this bait another try, but let me try it on one of my downsized rods. So I took out, it's actually a medium light rod, which I throw a 20-pound braid to an 8 or 10-pound leader. And I was throwing this on an 8-pound leader in my local Florida ponds here. And that unlocked something for me. I mean, this thing with that lighter line, that blade starts immediately. But what you notice is it's much more of like a buzz, as opposed to the Evo Elite Minimax is like a really hard thump, kind of like an actual jackhammer. I really think this one should have been named the Baby Jack. It's a lot more similar to a jackhammer. This one is much more of like a buzz, but with that lighter line, the blade does start up nicely, and I did get very consistent results out of it. And what I found as I was fishing both of these at my pond was that the Evo Elite Minimax, because of that hard thumping action in the 1/4 ounce, would want to rise out of the water, and I really couldn't fish it effectively. I have to reel it so slow to get it to stay underwater. It just wasn't great for the style of fishing I was trying to do. but the same weight, the 1/4 ounce in the baby jack, allowed me, I could go a lot slower. I could also go faster and it would stay underwater and it'd be vibrating the whole time. It allowed me to fish the column much more effectively. So all this to say, what I think this baby jack is attempting to do, I think this is like a true finesse, but like premium chatterbait. So they have some like micro or mini chatterbaits, but those are all kind of like lower grade. They don't use a great head. They don't use great hooks, whatever. They're not really what you're going for. If you're in the market for a jackhammer, an Evo, this, that, and the other, you're probably not also buying those. I really think this baby jack is going to excel as a true finesse chatterbait. And what comes to mind when I think about this bait was the same struggles that I had with the Stealth Blade jackhammer. So they had the jackhammer Stealth Blade that came out. I had a lot of issues getting that blade to vibrate as well until I dropped down to lighter line. That solved all my issues. And then I realized the blade is not that hard kicking. It's more of like a buzz. So I think the key on this baby jack is to go with lighter line. I haven't tested 12 pound, but I would say 12 pounds probably your highest. I was throwing out an 8 and 10 pound with great results. So this is going to be my new kind of like lighter rod, 1/4 ounce chatterbait, and it's been a blast to fish on that lighter rod, just in some ponds, just chucking it around. So much fun. All right, so here's my recommendations. If you are just looking for the perfect downsized chatterbait, sacrificing nothing, sacrificing no strength, you're still trying to target large fish, you want to fish it on your full-size gear, you don't want to change anything, you just want a compact profile, no question, the Evo Elite Minimax. I mean, this little chatterbait might just be the best chatterbait on the market right now. It's just perfect. Whoops. It's just perfect. It's got a beautiful head. It's got beautiful colored blades, the perfect snap, a stout little hook here. I would say my only gripe with the hook is that it does limit the trailer options that you can use. And then if you are trying something different, if you want to throw something different, if you want to throw something on a lighter rod, maybe even like a spinning rod, if you want to show your maybe pressured fish a different look, then I would look at the baby jack. Again, I would go max 12 pound line on here. I'd probably go 8 or 10 pound, and you'll be surprised how good this thing is. Another little detail to keep in mind, this bait, these are both 1/4 ounce. Remember, the baby jack was able to hold low much better with the same speed. The Evo Elite really wants to rise up in the water because it has such a strong blade thump. So I would say if you're going to go Evo Elite Minimax, go 3/8 ounce for shallow water, 1/2 ounce for deeper water. And then if you are going to go with the baby jack, that 1/4 ounce is great for shallow water. You can really work the column in like a pond. And then I think if you want to go on a lake, then you would go probably up to that 3/8 ounce. And then I haven't tried this out yet, but I kind of have a theory. I think the 1/2 ounce version of the baby jack is going to be my new deep clear water or just deep water bait that can really hold down well, but I still have a hook that I feel confident in setting the hook in really deep and really far away on like a long cast. So I'll kind of keep you guys up to date on that. But for now, those are the differences I've noticed. I really think they both kind of have a place. I think they're very different, actually. I think people are comparing them, calling the baby jack like a bust and this one's good. But I think they're just very different. You have to adapt your gear to fish the baby jack properly. If you guys have any other comments on these two chatterbaits or any other ideas on how to rig them, fish them, please let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one.